Welcome back to the channel, and today we're diving into one of the most talked about luxury vehicles of the modern era, the Rolls-Royce Spectre. This is more than just a car, it's a statement, a symbol of transition, and arguably the boldest step Rolls-Royce has ever taken. Why? Because the Spectre is the brand's first fully electric production car. That alone sets it apart, but as always with Rolls-Royce, there's so much more under the surface. Let's start with the design. When you first lay eyes on the Spectre, it's unmistakably a Rolls-Royce, bold, opulent, and commanding. But it's also sleeker, more aerodynamic, and slightly more futuristic than anything else in the brand's lineup. The iconic Pantheon grille is still front and center, but it's been reshaped for improved airflow, with a subtle illumination that gives the front end a ghostly glow at night. Flanking the grille are split headlights, slim LEDs on top for daytime running and larger lamps below, which give the Spectre a striking presence. The side profile is smooth and sculpted, almost coupe-like despite its massive dimensions. It rides on enormous 23-inch wheels, the largest ever fitted to a two-door Rolls-Royce, and the proportions are perfectly balanced with an elongated bonnet, sloping roofline, and a fastback-style rear. The rear itself is clean and minimalist, featuring slim taillights and an absence of exhaust pipes, a silent declaration of its electric powertrain. Even the Spirit of Ecstasy hood ornament has been redesigned for better aerodynamics, now crouched and more dynamic in appearance. Step inside, and you're immediately wrapped in luxury that feels almost surreal. The interior is classic Rolls-Royce opulence, but with subtle nods to the future. You get the Starlight headliner, of course, but now it's extended to the doors with what Rolls-Royce calls Starlight doors, featuring 5,500 tiny LEDs embedded into the door panels, mimicking the night sky. Every surface is customizable: leather, wood veneers, and even bespoke embroidery. There's a new digital interface called Spirit, replacing the older infotainment system with a much more intuitive and luxurious feel. The displays are high definition and fully configurable, but unlike other brands that go overboard with tech, Rolls-Royce ensures the experience is elegant and minimal. It's still more analog in feel, with rotary dials and switches made of metal and crystal, and everything responds with a tactile richness that's hard to describe. The rear seats are just as pampering as the front, with massive legroom, individual climate zones, and even optional champagne coolers. Now, let's talk performance. The Spectre isn't just a luxury cruiser, it's got the specs to back up its bold styling. Powered by dual electric motors, one on each axle, it delivers 577 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. That's enough to move this nearly 3-ton coupe from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 4.4 seconds. It's not a sports car, and it doesn't try to be. What it does offer is effortless, silent acceleration that feels like being pulled by a force rather than pushed. Rolls-Royce calls this the magic carpet ride, and in the Spectre, it's been redefined for the EV age. The ride quality is sublime, thanks to the planar suspension system, which uses data from GPS and cameras to anticipate the road ahead, adjusting the suspension proactively. The Spectre simply glides over imperfections, insulating you from the outside world. Steering is light yet accurate, and the weight distribution from the battery actually improves its balance through corners. It's composed, confident, and completely serene, exactly what a Rolls-Royce should be, just quieter and cleaner. Range is also impressive for a car of this size. Rolls-Royce estimates around 260 to 300 miles on a full charge, depending on driving conditions. Charging capability is decent, with fast charging support that can get you from 10 to 80% in about 34 minutes, but again, this isn't a car for people watching kilowatts and pennies. It's a Rolls-Royce, built for those who charge at home and glide from mansion to mansion. Now, pricing. The Spectre starts at around $420,000, but as with any Rolls-Royce, that's just the beginning. Customizations can easily push the price north of $500,000 or even higher, depending on how deep you go into the bespoke program. And that's part of the appeal. No two Spectres will be alike, each one is tailored to the buyer's tastes, from unique paint blends to one-of-one interior finishes. What Rolls-Royce has done here is nothing short of extraordinary. They've taken their 100-plus years of craftsmanship, engineering, and luxury ethos and translated it into the electric age without losing any of the brand's soul. The Spectre isn't a compromise, it's a reimagining. It doesn't shout about its EV credentials, it simply whispers them with confidence. In a world rushing toward electrification, many automakers are struggling to find their identity. But Rolls-Royce, they've made the transition look effortless, and the Spectre is proof that the future of luxury is not just electric, it's elevated. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like and subscribe for more high-end car content, right here.